Hey, good morning, it's Steve from Diecast Crazy back for our weekly video. I found some really nice finds this week. So like every video, we're going to start with what's new. Also, if this is your first time to this channel, why don't you hit that subscribe button. Also, ring that little bell icon, and that'll notify you anytime I put out new content. Also, if you like this kind of stuff, if you're into diecast like I am, give me a thumbs up. And then don't be afraid to share this with your friends, because then it gets it out to more people. Right, so without further ado, let's get started. So the first one, I'll move my camera over a tiny bit. Is this Mr. Pibb Hollering car. So it's a 1958 Chevrolet Hold on, let me read that. Sport M LCF with a 1967 Chevrolet Nova Gasser. So that is one of the finds that I found this week. And then next is this Tab Classic Refresh It with a 1969 Dodge L500 with a 1971 Dodge Charger. So that's another one I found this week. Next one is a 1970 Ford C950 with a 1965 Ford Mustang Fastback in the Coca-Cola. Okay, so next from M2 is a 1965 Ford Falcon Club Wagon. The next is a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle Deluxe USA model. Now I actually ended up with two of these guys. Sorry, and here's the second one. It'd been sitting in my store for a couple days and nobody bought it, so I grabbed it. Up next is a 1966 Dodge Charger Gasser in blue and white. And the next I found this really cool new Disney one. Just trying to get them in order. So I showed them in order. Okay, so number 1 of 5 is a Peter Pan Baja hauler. The cards are really cool on these. It's like I actually got 2 of this set. So that means one can come out and go inside of a car case or on display. Up next is a Beauty and the Beast 1949 Mercury Convertible. Now, I've seen quite a few of these convertible Mercuries this year. And number 3 of 5 is one called a Boombox, and it's Aladdin. So on the car you got Genie, you got a Boo, and Aladdin. Then number 4 of 5 is Nightmare Before Christmas, Cool Combi. So you got Jack with 0 on it, and then a little graveyard along the side. And then number 5 of 5 is Lion King with the Danster. So I actually found this set last night. So this was probably the newest find. Okay, and then up next is from Auto World. We have a 1995 Toyota Supra. The light is catching that package in just the wrong way. Okay, the next from the Auto World is a 1966 Chevy Suburban. The next is a 2018 Dodge Challenger Hellcat. And then, so No Time to Die. This Aston Martin Valhalla Concept. Okay, so we're coming up on the last of the news pretty soon. So for green light, I found this one Estate Wagon Series 7. It's a 1984 Ford LTD Crown Victorian wagon. This one's a police car. So I saw that, and so I was gonna grab it. And then another from the Hot Pursuit series, the 1997 Jeep Cherokee. So I got that one. And then from the Oceanside Police in Oceanside, California, a 2015 Nissan GTR. Okay, so as for the last of the new stuff, and then we'll move on to one of my car cases. Went ahead and got a couple of these 3-packs. It's the Defender, the Raider, and the Poison Ivy. So the tank is the Defender, this one's the Raider, and that one's the Poison Ivy. This guy will actually be part of the theme for today, because I guess the military vehicles that I'll be showing off on this one. The next is Chaser, Duty, and Flare. So start from top to bottom. Okay, so let's get the turnabout plugged in. All right, there it goes. So the first of the loose stuff is a Matchbox Subaru Brat. If he wants to stay on. Here, let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. As close as we're gonna get. Apparently he's a little camera shy. He didn't want to stay on the podium. Okay, so next is a missile launching platform. Unfortunately, I'm missing the cap to the missile. Okay, then next is just Tank from the Night Force. Now, these are not being showed in light of things that are happening over in Germany and the Ukraine. This just happened to be the display that I was on. Up next is a missile launcher. Also from that Night Force. Okay, up next is an armored transport. back opens up and you can't really see it, but there's troops in the back of it. Alright, next. Casino says this is a battle tank. And then we have another one with the desert camo on it. Then I'm wondering maybe this one is jungle themed, this next one, which is also another tank. Then up next is the Humvees. And that one's part of that desert camo. And then up next is just a solid brown one. Next is a police Humvee. And the last of the Humvees. I think this next one is just another transport of a different style. So up next is a Chevy K1500. I think I'll skip the next one because it's the exact same one, just different color. Or no, same color, sorry. Exact same thing, same color. So we don't need to show it. Okay. next is a tanker truck. Next is a race car. It's missing its pin on top. Don't know what happened to it. So the next one up is a Ford truck. And then a Chevy pickup. He's trying to get away. Up next is a Ford Escort rally car. Well, I guess he was done. Okay, so up next is some Outlaws. Now, the fin on this one does not match the car. I must have somehow gotten a hold of another fin to just do it on there. So, we got some World of Outlaws next. Now, I got these when I was in Disney World, right after graduation. When I went, the person that lived with my dad, there was a little booth that sold a whole bunch of NASCAR stuff. So I got these there when I was at Disney World back in '94. They're just not behaving today. They're just wanting to jump right off the spinner. It's not that it's going really fast, it's just not a fast moving spinner. Alright, next one. Now, I do not know any of these drivers because I don't ever really keep up on the World of Outlaws. So if you know the drivers, the viewer, go ahead and leave it in the comments. If you know who the drivers of these are. Or at least the drivers at that time. I mean, they have some names on them, but my eyes are horrible now. Okay. Next is 21 car. Yeah, I can't even begin to read those. Alright, so the last car for the day, for the video, this is number 8. Okay, so this 21 was driven by a Steve Butler. Beetler is what it says. Let's see if I can get this number 8. Looks like it's maybe a Gary Hold It. Let's drive her that number 8. Alright, so that will be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed looking at what I collected through the week. I know I always enjoy finding the new stuff. Alright, so until we see each other again next week, and we do it one more time. Bye-bye for now.